Okay, like a minute in and I'm already dead. Bonjour mon petit papillons, it's your Butterfly Bay here and welcome back to the Wholesome Gaming Channel. Today we are going to be playing I Was a Teenage Exocolonist, and I'm actually really excited for this one because I've been kind of on a dystopian sci-fi kick lately. I even started writing my own sci-fi novel, which is all about like a group of young adults who escape their planet and start a new life on a spaceship. And I was scrolling through Steam the other day and I saw this game and it seemed eerily similar, like eerily similar to that idea, where it's a group of 100 odd people who are escaping Earth and living on a spaceship and trying to start a new colony on a new planet. So my one goal for this is to kind of see how they compare, and I'm just super excited. So I say we get into it. Wake up. Warning, this game deals with mature subjects and may not be suitable for all players. Please see our content warnings. Okay. Just so we know. Oh, whoa. So I'm playing with my controller and the vibrations on that are insane. You wake up to chaos, a confusion of light and heat and smoke. Fire. Your head is pounding. You must have hit it and blacked out, but you aren't sure how you got here, or what on Vertumna is happening. There's something important you need to remember. Wow, those controller vibrations. Your stomach lurches as the floor crumbles beneath your feet, then collapses. Your body aches and your eyes burn from the smoke. A figure appears through the flames. It's your friend. Your friend? Wait, why can't you remember her name? She's gesturing and shouting at you, but all you hear is a ringing in your ears. She's really pretty, though. I like her, turquoise tattoos. What's going on? You try to speak, but the words come out jumbled. Your throat seizes around a lungful of choking smoke, and you feel dizzy and confused. Your friend pulls you out of the rubble. She throws your arm over her shoulder and half drags you towards the door. Through it, you see a deep, eerie twilight, dark blue and cold against the heat of the fire around you. Glow season. Oh my gosh, this planet is so pretty! The mushroom trees! I mean, clearly this is very traumatic, but... Glowing eyes. You shake your head to clear your vision. Is that some kind of dog? Like from Earth? It's just a puppy. That is not just a puppy. The creature howls and lunges, its jaws open. Okay, like a minute in and I'm already dead. What a start. I already love this. And the music and the art, if you want to get me hooked, good art and a great soundtrack. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You were born on the Stratospheric, Earth's first colony ship, halfway through its 20-year voyage to a wormhole at the edge of the Sol system. Your parents run the hydroponic gardens, which make fresh air and vegetables for the ship. Like the other colonists, they bravely chose to make this one-way journey to the uncharted Vertumna 4 in the hopes that they could escape Earth's troubles. They had you the old-fashioned way, merging their genes like they merged their cultures and traditions. Okay, so hear me out. Why are the parents kind of, especially the mom? Why is she kind of bad, though? Ooh, they name you Solanase. That's really cool. Solana, Selene, or something else. Usually, I just like to go with whatever the game says. but I don't really feel drawn to any of these. I kind of just like Soul. Or maybe like, so I really like, especially in a futuristic setting, names that are just named after like a pretty word. So I think I'm gonna go with Solstice, I think. I really like the word and the name Solstice. And then I love nicknames, so everyone just call me Soul. Oh, she's so cute. Wait, why do we kind of have... Okay, if my hair were tied back, why do we basically have the same haircut? Should I dye my hair blue? I would require a lot of bleach to get it that color, but I like it. Okay. You're a bright-eyed child with an active imagination. Sometimes too active, your mom says. Use the sliders on the left to choose pronouns and late teens appearance. Oh! You can customize your pronouns? That's awesome! So, like, if I wanted, I could be like she, they. What? There are so many. Runner, girl, boy. That's fantastic. My pronouns could be they just stop and stare. That's really funny. I love that so much. Okay. I'm super feminine, so I am just gonna be she, her for now, but based on how the game goes, that could change. Like, this isn't me, this is a totally different character, so for now, I'm just gonna be very femme, but hey, maybe later on, I'll change it, because apparently this can be changed at any time. I love this. You have vivid dreams of things you never experienced. Dirt under your feet, skies overhead, endless jungles, and strange animals. You wonder if this is what Vertumna will be like. Every child on the stratospheric is given one genetic enhancement. By age 6, you see the first signs of yours. Eagle eyes, extra fingers is wild. Absorbent brain, super strength, calm temperament. I think... if I'm trying to base this on me, I always try to go for like the smart trait. I like having a brain, and I mean, at this age, your brain soaks things in like a sponge, and I have a fantastic memory. Like, I still have vivid memories from when I was this age, so I think absorbent brain is kind of just like the most relevant to me. Professor Hal says kids learn fast because their brains are like sponges. That's what I just said. But when people get older, they can't absorb as much new stuff. Not for you, though. You're always learning and your curiosity knows no end. Okay, yeah, this feels pretty relevant to me so far. The other kids have trouble keeping up with you, but one tries. They're all so cute. I love this art style. Oh, they're so sweet. Okay, energetic and loyal anemone. Wait, did they have just random word names like I was just talking about that I like? That would be awesome. Tangent, anemone, dis. I already love this game, and it hasn't even started. Okay. I think at this age, I usually went for like a kinder, gentle friend. I like to keep quiet and to myself. I go for shy and sweet Tammy. Yeah, that's basically like all my friends at that age. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. I love her. Tammy is the kindest person you know. She idolizes Antecedent and is always following her around, helping her with the babies or learning how to cook. Wow, this is literally just me as a 6-year-old. She has the best snacks at class recess and always shares, especially with you and Cal. She and Cal are just so close. It's kind of like having two best friends. Oh, cool. I was fighting between Tammy and Cal anyway, so technically they're both my best friends. That's awesome. You're 10 years old, and the ship finally reaches the wormhole. Professor Hal says it's like a doorway to other star systems, with the planet Vertumna 4 on the other side. You run emergency drills for months to prepare. When the day finally comes, it starts with a rumble. Then things start to slide off the tables. You hurry to gather near the escape pods, just in case. The emergency area is crowded with families. It's going to be fine, Solstice, your dad soothes. We'll be through the wormhole and down on the planet before you know it, just like we practiced. Your mom gives you a sharp, worried look. Red emergency lights switch on as sirens begin to sound somewhere in the distance. You try to breathe slowly like you were taught, but you're very scared. You look out the porthole. The stars are gone. When you're frightened, you... cry, usually? So I guess get in touch with your emotions? You bawl like a baby. Yep. It feels good. You aren't the only one. Nearby, your classmate Tammy has tears streaming down her cheeks. Mars is quietly trying to console her. She sighs as your crying makes Tammy wail even more loudly. Oh, sorry, Tam. Your dad puts his arms around you as you let it out. That's sweet. You wait. The shaking builds. The controller. Then everything starts to get very weird. The hallway stretches, and you're stretching too. Your arms impossibly long. Your head feels like it's slowly filling up like a balloon and contracting down to the size of an atom at the same time. Is this the wormhole? You hear the distant, ominous squeal of metal giving way as the ship shudders and lurches in slow motion. The weirdest part is a sense of déjà vu. You're sure this has happened to you before, and you know, somehow, that everything is going to be okay. The shuddering reaches a crescendo. You hear an impossibly loud crunch and feel weightless for a few seconds before gravity slams you back against the wall head first. You black out. As you slip unconscious, you feel yourself twisted out of time. It's today, yesterday, and tomorrow all at once. And more than just one tomorrow, lots of them. Different tomorrows. You find yourself in a place you know from your dreams. You stand on a ridge overlooking a great mountainous chasm, hot air buffeting your face. A great serpent dragon rises from the depths, uncoiling seemingly from nothing. A strong young man, a stranger, but strangely familiar, sits astride the beast and extends his hand to you to join him. Don't give up, he encourages you. It's easy to hate what you don't know, but you have to be brave to be kind. I agree, actually. That is a strong sentence. Distantly, you can feel the ship shaking has stopped and hear your parents' worried voices. Feeling safe, you slip further into the warm embrace of the stars. Gosh, this game is beautiful. Already, it is beautiful. Gradually, your consciousness reforms. You wake up in the medbay. The medbed under you plays a soft tone and an automated voice speaks. 2 weeks have elapsed. The patient's cranial injury has completed healing. They may now be safely discharged. As the fog lifts from your head, you realize something seems different about this room. It's so bright. You try to focus on the window. Something is definitely different. Sunlight, trees, ground. Sunlight? I've only ever seen the vast vacuum of space. Instead of the familiar blackness of space, bright light from the twin blue and yellow suns, 2 suns, is streaming through. Oh, do you think that's why the character had soul in the name and has like blue and yellow hair? That's really cool. You peer out and see fields, glass-walled domes, and walls ringed with giant mushroom-like trees. There are construction materials everywhere and people walking around outside on the ground. You better get out there and join them. Maybe a little cautiously though, since I just woke up in a hospital bed. And we're in. Oh, Tammy jumps at you out of the ship's quarters behind her. You're awake. Are you all better? You better go see your dad. She points southeast towards the geodesic domes. To walk, click on the rune, click on the characters, and talk to them. Okay. Hi, Tammy. Tammy looks concerned. You slept for so long after you bumped your head, she says. I bet your parents were worried. Your dad is working over in geoponics, near these domes. They're called greenhouses. I would go with you, but, well, this is as far as I've been from the ship since we landed. Tammy stammers, blushing. It's scary outside. You know what? That's fair. And your pink hair matches the ship, so I think this is where you belong anyway. Okay, cool, awesome. It's so pretty. The ground sparkles when I walk through the grass. That's so cool. Ooh, some generic sports ball over here. Love that, love that. Can I go outside? I cannot go outside. Okay, cool. Hi, Dad. Solstice! Your dad gives you a big warm hug. I'm so happy you're finally awake. Dr. Instance thought it would be best to keep you asleep while your noggin healed. Your mother and I thought you might sleep away the whole year, you snoozy little gooseberry. Okay, that is so cute. Like, terms of endearment based off of just, like, normal things, especially fruit. Super cute. Especially since they said that he's, like, the greenhouse expert, right? He grows plants. He checks her head and looks relieved. He was clearly very worried about you, but covers it with jokes and smiles. Aw, I love him. Welcome to Vertumna, he says, gesturing around you. You've never seen the stratospheric from the outside, except in pictures. The ship has been separated in two, and parts taken off to form other buildings and a big wall around the colony. That doesn't seem safe. They just destroyed the ship? What if they need to leave? The alien jungle creeps right up to the wall. Only the geodesic greenhouses pass outside it, dotting their way up the hill. It's beautiful. I mean, that's what I said. I also want to know what's outside the walls. But it's beautiful. I'm glad you agree, he says. Your mother and we've been waiting a long time to see grass and trees again, even if they are purple. Purple trees? That sounds awesome. Oh, before I forget, he pulls out a package from his satchel and hands it to you. You blink and stare at it blankly. Don't you know what day it is? He says. No. You honestly don't. You remind him that you've been asleep in medbay. Yeah, no, exactly, Dad. Come on. Happy birthday, he shouts, wrapping you in a warm hug. Your birthday already. You feel a dizzying sense of deja vu. You stare hard at the wrap package. You know exactly what is in there. Interesting. You remember it. No, you dreamed about this package some years ago on the ship. Inside will be a small medallion in the shape of a sun that your dad made by hand. That's cool. Would it really freak him out if I'm just like, Dad, I know it's a sun medallion. Don't open it, it's cruel. I'll just open it, it's fine. How did you know this? It's exactly as you imagined, as you dreamed. The feeling of panic rises in your throat. Your hand shakes. But how? I don't know, but it looks really cool. I actually really like that. It's totally something I would wear. Your dad notices. Are you okay, Solstice? He snaps his fingers. Dr. Instant shouldn't have let you out so early. Sometimes those sleeping meds take a while to wear off. They might make your head feel funny for a few hours. You nod. Maybe that's all it is. I doubt it, but maybe. Someone shouts your dad's name. Listen, I'm so sorry, Solstice, he says, but I have to get back to work. There was an accident when we landed and... He stops himself. Don't worry, we're going to fix it, your mother and I. Professor Howell is expecting you in classes if you're feeling up to it, your dad says, pointing west to the engineering wing, in the rear end of the bisected ship. Then he points to the large doors you came out of earlier. Or you can relax in our quarters until you're feeling better. We'll talk later tonight, he says, then kisses the top of your head and ruffles your hair. Have a wonderful birthday, Solstice. I love you. Love you too, Dad. To enter buildings, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool. So these are the greenhouses. What's up here? Command. Okay, interesting. So probably where, like, the government resides. Hello! You see Dis. Okay, this is Dis. I wonder what Dis stands for. You see Dis sitting on the ground beside some bushes. Is he hiding from somebody? He seems to be watching the gate in the wall to the south where grown-ups are coming and going. Kids aren't allowed past the walls, he says quietly without looking up. They say there's nothing to be afraid of. But then, why do we need walls? That is a good point. You stare at the gate and have a sudden rush of memory so strong that you think you might faint. Ooh, what is that? You imagine something crashing through the wall, something enormous and dark and wriggly. For years in space, you've had half-remembered nightmares of monsters, of your ship being destroyed, of sifting through wreckage that used to be your home, trying to find something. Your dad always told you the dreams weren't real. That looks pretty dang real, I'll be honest. Breaking you from your daydream, Dis whispers, I think the monsters are out there. That's scary. That's really scary. But obviously I believe you since I've had No, you don't. You're being sarcastic, I can tell. Nobody believes me. He turns his back and ignores you. Should I try to convince him? He doesn't seem to like that I agreed with him. I guess I'll just leave him alone. Well, you tried. Dis is so sensitive about being teased. I wasn't teasing! Whatever. Whatever. Okay, and Tammy left. Oh! You're the cute one from the future. Oh, those aren't tattoos. What is that? Hiya, Solstice! Anemone seems really at home here. She's rolling a sports ball. I knew it was sports ball. I was joking earlier, but that's really funny. Just love a generic sports ball. She's rolling a sports ball around her foot, making patterns in the weird blue snow. This stuff is different from snow on Earth, she tells you. 'Cause it isn't cold, but it's still neat and you can make stuff out of it. How do you know what snow on Earth is like? I thought we were born on the ship. Your foggy head clears a little. Anemone is simple, physical, and real. You always feel grounded near her. I like her. I love her. Okay. I said my hair was a lot like Solstice's. It's a lot more like Anemone's right now. It's like fluffy and out there. I think if my hair was naturally curly and not curled with heat, it would probably look a lot like that. Let's see. What are you making? Just snow spirals, she says. But earlier me and Cal made a big snow pal. You missed it while you were sleeping in Benbay. I want to make a snow pal. She smiles her broad, gap-toothed smile. She's so cute. Now that you're awake, we can play. Have you seen any monsters? Nope, just some little bugs. The grown-ups would say if there were monsters, right? Doubtful? It's kind of like a parent thing to want to just not tell your kids the truth so that they feel safe and happy. But we can believe that they would tell us. She shrugs, then smiles reassuringly. Even if there were monsters, Chief Rhett would beat them all up, so don't worry. My mom says we're safer here than we were in space. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? You both look over at the wreckage of the Stratospheric, the spaceship where you were born. Anemone's mom, antecedent, is probably right about that. Look what the wormhole did to your ship. Why aren't you in school? She smacks her forehead. School! I wondered where everybody was. I guess I'm going to be late for humanities class. She doesn't look very worried. It's okay, she says. Professor Hal is pretty chill. He won't mind, but we should probably go now. She grins and starts running towards engineering. Hey, race you! No fair, she's getting a head start. Oh, that was cute. I love that it actually is just called sports ball. It looks like a combination of Quidditch and volleyball. Oh, I can go right under the net. That's cute. That's really cool. Okay, so this is where class is. Engineering. A low throbbing noise comes from the engine room, which provides power to the colony. Other corridors lead off to the teaching labs in medbay. You know the route to your classroom well, but the rest of the wing is off limits to children. Congruence. Okay, they are all named after generic things. I love this. Congruence, the ship's onboard AI, beams down at you from a nearby holoscreen. Don't forget to study hard, Solstice. Study life sciences or study humanities? I guess Anemone said that humanities class is what we were supposed to be taking. Okay. Professor Hal. Oh, he looks really nice. He looks like a calm personality. I would want to learn from this guy. He actually looks a little bit like my 6th grade biology teacher. Welcome, Solstice. Professor Hal greets you. I hope you're all warmed up and ready to study the glorious humanities, history, literature, language, media, and philosophy. And yes, if you're lucky, we'll have a little ancient Earth poetry too. Sounds great. He seems excited about the last bit. By the way, if anyone is interested in taking engineering classes, please register through Congruence's scheduling system when you have the chance. She'll be helping me teach them. Today's assignment is an easy one, Hal says with a yawn, because I was up late repairing Congruence's sub-terminal and I could use a nap. Dude, that is so real. You have an easy assignment because I'm too tired to teach you. I'd like you to write an essay on what the Vertemna colony means to you. I just woke up. It doesn't mean anything to me. I woke up like 2 minutes ago. I guess all my friends are here. You write about all your buds and the fun things you do together. When Hal wakes from his nap, he asks a few students to read their essays in class. Mars is annoyed that you hardly mention her. Well, you aren't really friends, so... I mean, it's kind of sad. Ooh. A card-based puzzle game for the... Ooh. Oh, I love this. Okay. Okay, so... They're saying... Oh wait, no, I put this one here, and I do that one, and then I do this one. Nice! Ooh, I love this. If this is the gameplay, that's great. Okay, cool. So I got some skills. I got some bonuses for getting high points. Okay, this is cool. I like this. Your parents have been working from first dawn to well after dinner every day. You know growing food is an important job and it's vital to get crops from the ground right away. But there seems to be something more than that. It's such a change from growing up on the stratospheric when you saw them all the time. You stay up and wait for them at night before going to bed. Though you can tell they're exhausted, they make an effort to spend time with you. That's more than a lot of parents do, so that's fantastic. I'm sorry we haven't seen much of you, little gooseberry, your dad says. Your mom watches you as she works a pebble out of her gardening tiller, which also serves as a crutch. Oh, does she have like a bum leg or something? How have you been holding up? I learned some stuff in school. I'm glad to hear that, your mom says. I want you to study hard, work hard, and stay out of trouble. Okay. Your dad smiles, and Professor Hal will give you kudos if you get good grades. You can spend those at the depot once it's open. Depot shopping, I guess? You know, says your dad, raising an eyebrow at your mom, I think there are lots of different ways to learn, and school is just one of them. You can learn from working on a hobby or by helping a friend. Hard agree. I loved school growing up, but there is more than one way to learn. Your mom shakes her head and sighs, though you can tell she's trying to put on a gentle expression. We both agree that this colony is an experiment, and that means we're going to do things differently on Earth. You're old enough now to start making your own decisions about your education and future. And if that means you find your own way, we'll accept that. Okay? Your dad puts a hand on your shoulder. We'll be proud of you no matter what you do. Try talking to your friends. They may have ideas for how you can spend your time. And come to geoponics, your mom adds. We could use your help. Unlock shoveling dirt. I mean, hey, you know, if that's how I can be helpful to my parents, I'll shovel dirt. Oh, okay. It's the quiet season, mid-quiet. I am 10 years old. Okay, I think I'm going to end the video right there. We've gotten to meet quite a few characters, unlocked a few different areas. I'm really excited to see what happens next in the story because I think it's going to be a really good one. I also think that it's going to be fairly long, so there will be quite a few videos on this. If you want to see more of those, please let me know in the comments down below. I would love to hear your feedback. And while you're down there, you might as well like and subscribe. It's fun, it's free, you'll get to see more of me, and the videos can only get better from here. So, without further ado, bonsoir mon petit papillons. Bye!